You can see the rice fields here. The new plantings is starting to grow up now, so you can see the greenery there. That's a week old now, and it's coming along good. A week ago that was all water, and they were draining them, and in that short time the rice has grown 100 to 150 millimeters. I'm going for a ride now for a discovery somewhere I haven't been. So let's go. It's been 37 degrees today. Another hot day. So where we saw the tractors and harvesting the rice, that's just where I'm riding around now. As I said in the previous vid, 100 days I have been told from planting to harvest time is the growing time for the rice. That's just something I never knew anything about, and for those of you out there that also don't know, it's an interesting round figure. 100 days, what a good time frame to work with. So, you know, a week either side of that is quite important with regards to the rains.
Cái nhỏ đây bớt cái người vô cho nó đỡ. Cho nhưng mà đất ở dưới đây phải chia rồi độ gì chia đều phải cho tôi có trăm mấy chứ chia đều 130. Bớt cái cho đứa là mấy tờ. Cho 100 điện nó gạch quá hả? Nó thả bữa nào mà vẫn hình như bữa nào để thuê đấy. Đặt rồi đặt đất rồi đó. Món xuống hôm qua kìa.
There's the famous frangipani tree there that I've been sitting under off and on for the past 2 years.
Bữa đi vô. Về bữa vô anh tiếp xúc cái gì?
Surveyors. So I'm going to go down here, and I'll turn it off now. Over there is where the tractor guy stopped and spent some time with me when he was rolling over all the mud and everything on the tractor. So I'll turn it off and see you at the end of this pathway, because it's quite bumpy. In this area here, I found a stone that is dated back to 1811. The guy was born, and expired 1901. Within this acreage here, there may be 6 acres, 5 acres in this whole area here. And I was having a walk around there a couple of weeks ago, and some of the dates go back a bit. I don't know if that's actually original plots themselves, or you know, that's the memory is put there sometime later. I'm not sure. But you know, that's over 200 years. From Cam Tan Commune. This is Cam Tan Commune, Hoi An, Vietnam, that we're in, and that one was up in there somewhere. So there's just a little bit of a time frame there for you. I'm on the eastern side of Hoi An now. by Anbang Beach, and this is a road that is parallel to the so-called highway to my left there. This is a lane. And I haven't been down further past this point where I am now, so I want to check it out. It's a local area. I mean, everything's local area. And this goes out to the sea, so it's tidal. This is tidal, because the sea wouldn't be a matter of probably 500 meters from here to my left, to your left. Delivery truck delivering beer, restaurant. I think there's a few resorts up here, more for the Chinese and Korean by the busload. You know, they come here, everything's catered for and taken care of. They do the coconut boat trip in the rivers. Get pissed at night. You can see the roads used for everything. I brought a tyre pump today. Was in Old Town. I had to top up my phone. I've got a local SIM card for the phone, cell phone, and I buy 3 months of data at a time. I get, what do I get? 7 gig a day for 160 dong a month. 160 dong, what's that? $7 US a month? More than I need. And now, where do I go here? I have a feeling I'm supposed to go on the motorway and then off again. But we'll go down here for a jack. So while I was in at Mobifone, one of the 2 bigger providers here, Viettel, Via as in Vietnam, and Mobi as in Moby Dick phone, Mobifone, topping up my data for 3 months, 480 dong altogether. I just slipped down into the market. I'll stop here for this car because he's not going to stop for me, believe me. And oh Christ, here comes another one. Check this out. You know, they don't even pull over to the right. They hold their line. He did. And you get run over. And went and got me now there's these coconut boats here. You can see I'll cast a shadow. Okay, so these are the coconut boats you can see in the water here. And they get a couple of tourists in those and go up the river there, and they turn around and around and around, you know, give them a head rush, then stop the boat, and everyone has a great time. Now those boats are made out of those palms that are growing in the water. They're a coconut palm, but they don't produce coconuts. And the palms themselves, the branches, they dry out, and we'll see if we can see some drying. Cut and dried for a long time, and they're weaved into these round boats, and that's why they're called coconut boats. Then they are sealed. I think they're fiberglassed on the outside, weaved around the edge, which you may be able to see on this one down here. Seats thrown in it, and away they go. Now these same things I've seen in Da Nang, where they have an inboard motor with a shaft sticking out about 3 or 4 meters behind them with a prop on it. Little tenders, they go out to check their nets or take them out through the waves at the beach out to what boats they might have tied up a little bit. So we'll see if we can find a boat up close for you. Now that's a big part, a huge part of the tourism industry here in Hoi An. World Heritage, and this coconut boat scene is part of what it's infamous for. So as I say, I haven't been here before, trying to get one in the shadow, and so you know, there's one down there. And they go up there. Here comes some people now. So look, I'll make a point. I'll turn around here, and there's a bunch of tourists here in these boats. So we'll have a look at that. So there they are. Full of rats. Rat boats. Like rats leaving a sinking ship. So we'll catch up to them just further down here. Andy, you know what I mean? Yeah. So that's pretty cool. They like that. They get a bit carried away too. You know, they if the people want, because it can be quite sickening. You know, when you're in there and that thing spins around really fast once they get a bit of speed up. Boom, 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 boom. Ciao. Good fun. There you go. That's how that's done. Yeah, hello. Okay, moving along. Let's see where this road takes us. So I'm just out for a quiet ride, and you know, we get a bit of entertainment. There's a fair bit of a wind blowing here. Oh, this is cool. So this could be where they stop down here and de-light, in-light. Now here, I said I'd show you the what they're made out of. Now I've got to get out of these people's way here. So here's the reeds. I'm going to get off my bike here. Oh, Christ, as hard as it's getting. And these are the reeds that they're made out of. So these are the branches. And these reeds here are left to dry like this all the way along. And then these de-leafed, and these are woven in to make those boats. And you can see that they're quite flexible. I don't want to break it. It's not my place here to change anything. That's what the boats are made out of. Now I won't stay any longer. I don't want to get an infection. Oh yeah, so someone over here is waiting to extract a bit more money out of them. Very hard to find a quiet place. Someone's got to make noise. But what's going to happen here? Something's going to happen here for the entertainment, I hope. Okay, this guy's going to do something, I think, for the entertainment. There he goes. He's going to spin it up for them. Gangnam Star. Yeah, they've all got their cameras out. They're taking photos. I'll get in the shade of this tree down here, because we might as well enjoy it, get a free show ourselves. Here we go. Now these things are really hard to flip over, which is why they actually go out into the sea, into the waves. And if you think about it, around the world, India, the UK, early Britain, hundreds and hundreds of years ago, you know, boats, what was a boat? It was something that floated. And the conical shape's the easiest thing to build. You know, you can go down rapids in this, they won't flip over. You just got to hang on. Whereas a canoe, pretty much, you know, you have to guide. These things, you just hang on. Rightio, let's go. Because I might run out of battery here, either on the microphone or in the sun. You know, because don't forget now, I'm solar powered. My bike's solar powered and flower powered. So I can't ride at night. This is pretty nice. This is cool here. I like it here. We've got the river. Hey, brother. And I'm doing a big loop-de-loop back to where I stay. So this is where you get on and off. Yeah. All the room. And there's the boat there. It must be the ticket office. All cash, all cash. Cash is king. There's no FPOS machine there. Keep the money in the hands of the community. Keep the greedy government out of it as much as you can. No one knows where you've been, what you're doing, what you're spending your money on. You can't get hacked with cash. Yeah, there's a cool picture I just saw. As such and so forth. You know, when you're out in the away from shops and houses, oh Christ, I'm trying to control this camera here because, as I say, it keeps falling to the side. A couple of bloody dogs. Look at that. Nah, you don't want to look at dogs. I don't. You just come across life as it happens, or life at rest. Got a big resort here. Yeah, that's a big one here. We've got a guard to my right, but I don't need to talk to him because he'll tell me you can't come here, you're not allowed here. You know. It'll be pretty noisy here. Trucks and buses constantly going off. So life as it happens by stepping outside and staying away from the commerce, staying away from the tourist areas, and things happen. You know, people happen. Hello. Oh, I know you. Hey. And there you go. There's the lady I know. Obviously got her little daughter on the back there, and she works, sir, she works in Old Town. There she is. You going home? Coming home? Ah, you're home here. Ah, good. Ah, and bang. Ah, I'm looking. You're on the movie. You're famous. See you later. Okay. I'll go. Someone trying to cut me off on my right there. Now, we won't be on this main road for very long, and I don't want to be either, because it's coming up 5 p.m, so people are going home. Just an example there of, if you're in a place long enough, you get to know people. I'm right on the other side of the town, and you know, I get recognised, and it's usually the bike, and I'll honky on it. You know, spot the Tweety. You know, I'm trying to think where she works. I only know her from where she works, and you know, it's Groundhog Day for me every day. and I can't think of what store. I have a feeling it's someone who's very well known, who owns the store that makes suits and clothes and whatnot. A very successful person here in town. So good when they say hello like that. Now here's a bunch of looks like black pepper. It looks like black pepper there, but it's a seed. And you know, they do grow pepper here, but mostly way down south, or in Cambodia, in Kampot pepper. So I'm just following my nose now. I had a look on the map, and it's just following my nose to get back to where place of origin. Here's a fitness yard here. You know what I think about them. There's no excuse not to look after yourself. You can do anything. There's a Tweety. These are for your waist around here. And you got to be careful that, because you hop on and boom, people go tits up, end up on their ass. You hurt yourself. So hold on to the handle, because these just take off on you. And get on, and it's keep your shoulders square. Don't move your shoulders. Keep them square, and rotate your hips. Good for your hips, and you work your abs. And don't try and be clever and take your hands off, because bang, you will go. So that's working your abs. Dunk, dunk, dunk. And then over here, this is legs, for your legs. So these look quite new actually. Not renovated, but new. And there's no handle, but so pushing out, so working my quads, and I feel something there. But you see a lot of old ladies come on here, and they do the rounds. So we're working our legs there, our quads mostly. You can, if you really know, you can get down lower, like so. Now I've got a stuffed shoulder, so this is dips, and I don't know if the camera will pick me up. I'll swing it around a bit. Swing it around. We're in swingers mode now, and you got dips here. Now my shoulder, I've totally pulled my ligament off my shoulder a while back, so I can't. It's not because I'm not strong enough, but for dipping down. I'm not going to go down because it really hurts. But for those that know, back. Ooh. Okay. So working your back and shoulders and buys. What else do they got here? Let's have a look. My favourite colour, orange with ivory there. Good colours. Okay, you know what this one is. This is a stepper. Now again, hold on before you step on, because it'll take off from underneath you. And it's something, you know, it gets your body. This is working my arms, shoulders, chest, my legs. Now I can just hold on to this and just push with my legs. There's a sticking point on it, so it's a bit short. It should be longer. Or I can not use my legs and I can just push and pull with my arms. So I'm just standing on it now using my arms. So that's back as well, and I'm pushing and pulling. That's how that one works. And what have we got over here? Well, these are quite funny, these. I don't know if they do anything for you, but I'll get over here so you can see. But the old ducks like this as well, and this is the old swing, and if you don't hang on, you're in the shit. You'll fall off big time. I don't know if you can see that too good. Okay, hang on, and then side to side. Now if you bend your knees, then the intent comes up into your bum, into your glutes, just by bending the knees. Standing up, and I'm working my obliques. My obliques are the side of my stomach, are my abs, but they're on the side. So I feel it all the way up here if I keep my legs stiff in a straight line, because this part is flexing and opening up here. So, side of my stomach, bend the knees. What's that hitting? That's actually hitting my lower obliques, lower abs, and should I be leaning back a bit? It's putting a little bit of stress on my lower back as well. So these things have been designed with some purpose in mind. There's a prompt on here, as in, I think, how to use it, but it's in local lingo, so I don't know what it says. Let's see what else we can find. Cool. Give that a thumbs up. I haven't had a workout in 3 days. I got involved in some evenings entertainment 2 nights ago. And yeah, I know, you're all going to say, well, you said you don't do it, and that'll teach you a lesson, and it did. I'll never drink again. I'm never going to drink again. A guy I know, lovely guy, cool guy, I've just recently met. He put on a little barbecue on the top roof. So, you know, it's been a while, so I had a couple of beers. I only had 8. I had 8 beers. A fucking headache in the morning too. So yesterday was all day inside, recovery. I was stuffed. You know, upside was I didn't have to go out because I got food in the fridge. I cook, don't I? Plenty of water. Oh, duck. Found a duck. But I was buggered. I got pissed. But everyone knew what I was talking about, though. I got one. Sweet. But just one of the reasons why I don't drink is I can't. And it doesn't agree, you know. Muscle fiber's arch enemy is alcohol. in any form. So, you know, I take my health and training seriously enough to, part of not drinking is, what's the point, you know, of putting in that effort, and any physical effort I do for rewards in part the next day to keep me going forward. So getting on the booze doesn't help that at all, and it just doesn't agree with me anyway. But it was good fun, had a good yarn, ate well, had a few snifters, and all's good, except I knew that I'd have 2 or 3 days out of my routine to have to put aside, and that's okay too. You know, take it as it comes. You know, we're heading into the sun, which isn't good. So I'm only just out today. You know, check this guy out. What have we got here? Some sounds. What is it, a cafe? No, it's a house. House with karaoke. Yeah, I can see them there. I can yes. Boys are on the karaoke. Let's go over there. I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, they're pissed. I'll turn around and get a better view. That's cool. Yeah, he's seen me. Everything's good. There's 4 of them there. He's quite good actually. His mate razzing him up there. I have to go. Good man. Good man. Thank you, sir. You're number 1. Okay, see you. See you. Yeah. Hello. What's this?
You, which one?
Cannot. Oh, we're getting into it. The beers are rolling, but it's just a private house.
Oh, is it? Okay.
Yeah, and they all, you know, everywhere you go, they got karaoke. There's 4 guys in there. They're having a few beers, and this is what they do. They entertain themselves. Yeah, not far. Just follow the road, and where you see you can get off the main road and go along the river. They're actually down there now. Okay? See ya. See ya. Anything can happen. And if it doesn't happen, you make it happen. That's my philosophy. Now I've got to get out of the way of a car coming here. We don't want to make that... Ow, ow, ow. I'm squashing something on the seat. Yeah, the next guy's up. He's got the mic in hand. And sometimes you hear someone that can sing. But a lot of times they can't. And everything's dialed up. Everything's dialed up to 10, the max. They hear themselves through the speaker, which is really loud. So they yell louder to hear themselves more over the feedback. It's nuts. Bottom line is they're having fun. You know, and those boys, it's Thursday. You know, Thursday used to be payday from where I come from. And every day's Thursday here. Right, we're heading into the sun, so this won't be good on the camera. So I'm going to really chance it here at some point and hang right and just see where it takes me. I'll have to cross the river, so I just hope that wherever I go, I can get over the river. So my riding is not, actually it's not so much for exercise or cardio at all. It's for entertainment and discovery and adventure, all in one. And I don't have to do anything. I don't got to do anything to make it happen. It just happens. It happens by default because getting out here and just discovering and adventuring, shit happens in a good way, unless you get run over and it's a bad way. But we're still run into. And you know, a couple of down days, as I said, and it is so easy to think, oh, I'll have another day off, you know, from taking care of business. Now, what's down there? Oh, that's the 5 o'clock announcement over the loudspeakers, and it could be something about the weather. It could be something about conforming, you know, the rules of the country. But you hear that a lot. It could be a community for the benefit of everyone, just letting them know that there's an event coming up as well. Although these guys on motorbikes that get around, ooh, what's down there? That looked good. Do that. I think I might spin around and I'm going to spin around and take another because I don't want to backtrack here too much. So yeah, we're a bit tangential in our speech, but I'm just going with what's happening here. Now, you don't go with the flow. Don't go with the flow, you guys, because only dead fish go with the flow. You can think about that one for a moment. Never go with the flow. Oh, this takes me into, I think, people's main gates. I'll tell you what I could smash at the moment. A big block of chocolate, bar of chocolate. The only half decent chocolate I've had that I've weakened to was in KL. It was Cadbury brand too. Ciao. And but you pay up large for it here as well. So I've got a fair idea where I am. You know, and we're in amongst the fields, but this is a whole different lot of fields than you've seen. This is pretty cool here. This is as close as it is to town. It's rural. Or if you're from the UK, it's rural. Now check this out. So the rice is growing, as I say. These look pretty healthy here. And as I noticed coming out today, they're in the fields with these little hoes, and I don't know what are they hoeing weeds? You can't beat a hoe amongst in the fields, can you? Hey? On her knees, pulling out weeds, good hoe. And I know what they're doing. Yeah. So what? As I say, we're in the sun. What she's doing there, what they're doing there, is there's dents where they've thrown the seeds, scattered the seeds. You're going to get dense patches, right? And they're going along, and they are transplanting in the dense patches newly grown rice into the more barren parts of the field there. That's what that now I know. You see, I'm learning this whole rice process, and it's on my back door, so it's just an opportunity to learn something. And of course, one rice seed doesn't just grow one plant; it grows several. Look at the skill involved there, man. You know, that's not to be scoffed at. It's important work to be done. It's capitalisation and manifestation en masse for the most production, the best yield they can get, and it's all manual labour, as you've seen, as I'm seeing. It's great. It's cool. And you know, the tranquility. This is what I liked about Tam Cock. And where I first was exposed to rice fields. Only here, I can hear vehicles. We'll spin around. And because now we're having a getting lost vid now. This is about getting lost as well, because I'm only hitting. I'm actually using the sun for direction now, because it sets behind where I stay to the west, and I am hitting south. I'm heading southwest, so I need to turn into the sun at some point. And I can do that up here, or I intend to get back just as it's getting low. We've got a bloody big resorty place next door here. Ah, ciao, sir. I'm all right. You good? Are you waiting for some people? People coming? Japanese, I think. Japanese. We'll carry on. Serene nature. You can check that out on the map to see where I am. The man's got a job, and that's what's important. Bit of self-respect. He probably puts, he's in a position of picking up a few those horrible American things called tips. Christ, you don't want to see that. That's like a bloody virus, that type of thing. Personally, I don't encourage it whatsoever, because then you get people expecting it, then you get them asking for it, and then you get them getting shitty because they don't get it. And then it's about them and not you. So, fuck that. Okay, up and into it again. Now, many of these houses along the roads, anywhere, everywhere, they'll have a little banh mi or a little coffee shop in front. Generally, it's not item, it's service related. They're not selling product of any description. That's something you're going to have to get used to. There's let go the product mentality, that you have to buy something all the time. I met an American guy this morning briefly while I was topping up my phone. Been here 10 years. He had a less than 1 year old baby strapped to the front of him, and he'd be as old as I am. So he's brought into it lock, stock and barrel. But I was surprised when he said he really wishes there was a Costco here. Oh, Christ. A Costco. I miss being able to go and buy things at Costco, he said, after 10 years. And, I did say to him, what the hell do you just want to go and buy shit you don't need and collect more shit in this sort of lifestyle? Here's the radio again. Oh, hang on. Oh, I'm back to where I need to be. That was quick. No, that's good. And he also said, oh no, they got really food. I miss all the food and everything. Well, I miss the food as well. But I couldn't quite get on the same wavelength as he could. He was. Ooh, berry trees. I don't think they'll mind. I don't think they'll mind. Yeah. Oh. Can't quite get the branch. There's a branch there that's got a whole heap of them on. Is there a stick I can use? I'm right in front out of a house, and I feel a little bit guilty of. They wouldn't say anything, but I wouldn't want to take advantage either. We'll find some more of those berry trees. They're all over the place. And it wasn't until someone pointed it out to me, and then I realised, these berry trees, and all as you see is just the paths and whatnot are red with berry juice. So now I stop and eat off them. Now, am I lucky again? Because there's these trees here. Yeah, there's one. There's another one. Trying to get you out of the sun here. This one's open. Not an apple, but you can eat them. And they're all over the place here. Ciao, sir.
Vâng.
These things, and they open up, and you can eat them, but someone said you can mash them up and whatnot. Now they've got pips in them. Yeah, you mash them up, you blend them up. A bit woody. So just, you know, the call of nature there is providing. This fellow knows all about it. He's in the afternoon shade. And we're back into the fields from where I started. Now here's a guy over here, he's still seeding a bit. So, you know, they're a bit late in their field. And that's why this 100-day thing. So he's seeding now, so 100 days from now. Well, where does that take him? July, August, September, right? 30, 60, 90. That takes him into October. And I can tell you, I've been in some heavy shit rain here in September. So he's at the end of it. Those fields. Moving on. Get this wagon train on the road. And I like to come out here in the evening because, you know, there's always a breeze most of the time. And it's a coastal breeze too. We're not far from the coast, a couple of K. You know, I can come out here at 10 o'clock at night for a half hour's walk, cool down, feel good. Whatever I'm thinking about, which isn't a lot these days. You know, less rubbish, more meaningful stuff for me. It's quite interesting how life become a hell of a lot more meaningful as it gets a hell of a lot more simple. I think that would make sense to people. So the little things become big things. The little things, the little pleasures take on a greater significance. And to be able to just step outside and enjoy them with the result of feeling good about nothing, because even nothing is something. You know, if you want to get all into physics and whatnot, and mathematics, 0 is a number, right? And even nothing is something. So this allows, you know, the nothings to mean something, and you don't have to do anything. That's my point. You don't have to do anything to live a good life. You just got to have your act together. You got to work out for yourself what's important and what is not important. And that can mean who is important and who is not important, because you may find that those you think are important to you, you may not just be that important to them. So who are you living for? Yourself? I'll take you around the block here just to finish off with, because I live over here somewhere. I met a 75-year-old French man this morning, again doing the phone thing. You know, he's been coming here for 8 years, for a few months every year, and he's really, really frustrated about what's happening in his country. He reckons it's like living in Africa, but the taxes and everything is, you know, and I said, well, just understand how they work, man. You know, if this is what you want to do it. Walk away. Sell out. Cash up. You know, how old are you? How long have you got to live? He can afford to do it. It's just the letting go. And the other thing too is it's like you're trying to beat the system. You don't cash out until you think you've beaten the system. Well, you may be able to. In fact, you can. But at what price? At what price? I was selling my house, and early in the conversation with two people that I chose to talk to for their opinion, advice I guess you'd call it, and Kevin and Jean, if you ever see this, you know who you are. And Kevin said, what's it worth to get on with your life? Now, I knew what he meant, but I was selling a house, you know, and it wasn't as big a deal as it might be to some people, you know, but it was certainly back up the funds to never have to worry about that side of things again. And you know, you go for a price, right, in the current market, and you know, the current market will give you the price that it's prepared to pay. And he said, just think about what it's worth to you to get on with your life. Now, I got down the road, and I already knew that because of the position I'd put myself into anyway. I was moving on. There was no doubt about it. But I got what did I get? I can't remember now. March, April, May, June. I don't know. 2.5 months into it. You know, a couple of bullshit offers. And then I thought, well, it's time to go. it's time to go. I need to get on to the next part, and that was prepping to fly the sky. And I rang him up. In fact, he was the agent I used, but I'd known Kevin for a few years, and I'd called on him in the past even when I was having a few down days, and he'd come around and sit with me and we'd talk. So he's a good guy, and I gave him the contract, and I called him up and I said, "I'll come around, Kev," and he come around, and I said, "I think it's time to go now. We've given it a crack at this price, 50 grand, mate, 50 grand. Lower the price by 50 grand. He brought a contract on the table that day, that afternoon. Boom, done, bang. So for 50 grand, I sold the house. 50 grand less of the asking price, that is. Moved on. When I got that money, the balance, I made that 50 grand back in 3 months. I made that back in 3 months. Post any tax as well. So you see, there's a price to everything. And I was saying to this guy, Bernard, the Frenchman, I said, "You got to put a price on, at your age, man, on what you got and what it's worth to live the rest of your life. And if it's about the money and you've got enough, and you'll have even more by releasing yourself of what's holding you back, well, if it's about the money, you can make that back again." Therein lies a great quote. It's not mine, but I like it. You can make more money, but you can't make more time. There he is, old Tweety bird. There's Tweety. I'll show you Tweety. I don't know if you can see him. Tweet, tweet, tweet. There he goes. Tweet, 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 Tweety. Yeah, we got 2 out of them then. I like walking through here at night, or this time of day. I mean, through the day is cracker, with the sun beating down on the flowers, which I've got a shitload of pictures. But it's nice to walk through here in the evening. A couple of frogs going off. Now I found out about this garden here. This garden here that you're looking at, that we've seen before, apparently, I've been told from someone who knows them, that's the Thai basil over there, that this garden is one of several. And it's owned by a restaurateur. He's got a few restaurants and cafes around town and in Da Nang, and this is what he supplies his eateries with. Oh, that makes sense, doesn't it? So just up around the corner here, just along from me, 50 metres, there's another plot of land that's just been cleared, and the guy that told me this has his house. Behind it, and he thought he would lose his view, and he rang him up and he said, no, I'm developing another garden. So he was happy about that. There you go, a couple of motory bikes here, a couple of scoots. A couple of scoots there. What's that one? That is, that blue one, a 150 Super something. Aquila? Aquila? I don't know. I mean, it might be a Vespa, I don't know. So we're at the end of our journey for today. I can only hope that the microphones the battery in my hat. We haven't lost it. And we're back again. And I'm just down here. And there's the new rice. So we're back at the start. Ciao.
And then he puts his head on like this and he goes.
Cool. Somebody snatched the bananas. They're gone. They were a lovely bunch of bananas too, they were. Well, that's me for the day. I'm going to go inside. I'm going to have a shower. I've got food in the fridge that I can heat up. And I'll kick back and watch another movie. I'll get a few channels here. Check out the markets, see what's happening overnight, put my feet up, and might just wander out in this cool breeze this evening again. So again, cool. Life's good.